I'm RachelJoyify, and you're probably wondering, Rachel, are we doing a let's go for a walk? Technically, I am walking, but I wanted to reflect on my freshman year at college because by the time you're watching this, I will have moved out of my room, I'll be done with finals, and so I just kind of wanted to reflect on my freshman year. And since technically we're not allowed to be too loud in our dorms because of intensified quiet hours, and if I'm too loud and they report it, then technically I could just be kicked out of school, which I don't want on my last day. So I wanted to reflect outside in the nature, and my hand's already getting tired. I'm gonna say this right away that every situation is different, every university and every college is different, and every experience is different, and this is just kind of what I've learned this year. Now, I had a script of things I wanted to say in this video, but for some reason I can't find it at all. So if that isn't a metaphor for my life, just kidding, that I don't even know what that joke was supposed to mean. That's lesson 1, kids. Don't make jokes about metaphors. Okay, so we're at my nice seating place by the water. It's time to gonna talk to you about college. So overall, general feeling about college was that it was an amazing time. I had a lot of good times, good memories, good classes, good friends. It was just a generally good time, you know? It was good. I had classes I was not good at, but genuinely I feel like I didn't have that many bad teachers. I had a lot of amazing and a lot of really funny and great teachers. True story though, last day of math class, and our professor, he can juggle, so he was just juggling, he was juggling everything, and then he was juggling these huge machetes, and it was just like, oh my word. And then the next day, another professor gave a bunch of students $1 for getting 100% on a couple tests. Like me, I got $1. Another lesson for those people who are gonna go to college soon, look on ratemyprofessor.com, but don't treat it like the ultimate truth. You should look on it for a general perspective on the professor, but do not rely on Rate My Professor. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite parts of college. The first thing would probably be meeting new people. Like, I met my roommate, and I met people in my hall, in my house, and in my classes. I met so many people in choir, and it was such a great way to meet so many different people. That's another thing. Join clubs. It just got kind of windy. Oops. Because if you just meet people in your hall or in your classes, they're kind of going to be the same, especially if you're going to be taking first year classes or in your first year dorm, then you're going to meet kind of the same people, freshmen. But like when you join choir, there are so many people who have different majors than you, have different amount of years in college, and it's just, and so join clubs and organizations. Like, even if you don't have a friend to join it with, join the Harry Potter Club, join the Red Cross Club, because why not? You never know, because some things you have to pay to get in, which, but for a lot of clubs, they're free to join, and you can have a fun time there, you never know. Which leads to my next thing, is don't be afraid to do things alone in college. There is nothing wrong with eating by yourself, or joining a club by yourself, or just walking around campus for fun. Next lesson that I learned is that you should explore your campus. It's really windy now. There's so many little nooks and crannies in every single campus, and it's just really fun finding those things, like finding that little study area in that one building you don't even use, or finding a greenhouse, or finding some trails. It's super fun to find those things, especially when they're not used at all. Oh, study areas that aren't being used by anyone, that's the best. Another lesson I learned this year was that you should definitely know how you study and where you should study. Like, I like studying when there's no one around me, so I like finding areas where nobody goes. Another good thing about college is the food. I'm not saying that you should decide on a college based on the food, but especially your first year of college, unless you want to pay for takeout every day, you should want to eat in the dining centers. Honestly, I have so many favorite foods from the dining center here. If we're being honest, my favorite foods that they have at the dining center, I couldn't even name them all in this video. I love our soups, pepperoni pizza soup, chicken noodle soup, panther chili, they're just all so good. They have this sourdough ham and cheese sandwich, and I'm always just so excited to eat there. Another lesson that I learned is that you probably shouldn't hang out in your room too much. I'm kind of a hypocrite because the past couple days I've been staying in my room a lot, but really do get out of your dorm room if you're living in a dorm. I don't like studying a lot outside my room, but I'll stay in the dining center for an hour or two just on my laptop watching YouTube videos. Like, just do that every once in a while. You just gotta get out of your room and just kind of put yourself out there sometimes. Is there anything I regret about freshman year? There's obviously things like, I wish I would have made more friends, or I wish I would have studied more in this thing or this thing, and that's true. I could have made more friends, but I made the friends I did, so that was great. They're great. As for studying classes, that's true. I probably could have done a lot more in my classes. I probably could have studied more and tried to retain more information, but I still got so much information and really applicable stuff from my classes. I don't think I've actually said this in a video, but I chose to be an interactive digital studies major, which I had known about this major since fall semester, and I had done some research on it and I liked it, and it really seemed like it fit me. That's such a cheesy thing to say. That's what people who decide their majors always say. They're like, I just knew I couldn't be anything else. But honestly, I probably could pick something else. But I really think that this is a major that fits me and I can get into. And it's not a rigid major. It's more, I can make it specialized towards my needs and what I want to do in the future, which is amazing, and I love it, and it's interactive and great. So next lesson is, if you're undecided, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine not to know. I didn't know for so long. For so long. It's daunting to think of what you want to do for the rest of your life, but it will come to you eventually. If it's later rather than sooner, that's okay. Ooh, another lesson is don't eat pizza every day. That's just a general rule of college. Don't eat pizza every day. I just never know what to say when people ask me, like, how was your freshman year? Because it's just such a big amount of time, and it's just such a change in my life. Because college is my life. I don't really have too much life other than college because I don't really work, I don't have family close by, so I'm just kind of absorbed in the college life. Ooh, another lesson, bring coloring books, bring Play-Doh to college. Don't question it, you just want it. Okay, I'm gonna think of more advice. Be friendly with your professors because they're people too, and they're usually cool most of the time. Buy a planner because planners can save your life. If your school has a fitness center or a pool, you should use it. You should probably use it more than I used it. You should know that dorm walls are super thin, so if you talk loud, your neighbors are definitely going to hear you. Drink lots of water. Oh, one thing I do regret about freshman year is group projects. I had one group project and I did not like it at all. Another thing you should know is that people don't care what kind of clothes you wear. There are people who wear sweatshirts, sweatpants, there's people who wear t-shirts and jeans, there's some people who wear dresses and suits, and nobody really cares. There's so many people wearing so many different things, and if someone cares what you're wearing, that they shouldn't matter to you because they're judging someone they've never met before, and they shouldn't matter to you, and you should just wear what you feel comfortable in and what you can learn in. But try and be as comfortable with yourself as you can. Life gets really nice when you are comfortable with yourself and comfortable in your own skin, and yeah. Okay, I can't really think of anything else, so I'm gonna do a quick lightning round of advice to wrap it all up. Go out there, make new friends, try and make new friends, try new activities, try and be comfortable with yourself and try and discover who you are and what your interests are, and it's okay to fail because that means you're trying. Make friends with professors, go to class because that's a good thing to do. Blah, 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 study. Yeah, I hope that you like this video. Freshman year has been great. It has flown by so quickly. Like, time is such an illusion right now. Time is an illusion. Did I say I hope you like this video? I hope you like this video, and I hope that you have a great day. Time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. Oh my word, there's a dog. Hello. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Okay. And but it's just such a stuff on my bugs on my arm.